So they not have Boeing don't have they don't have they have the Max. They don't have a long range narrow body, but of course 6,000 kilometers, that's kind of long range. You can do it like New York, London, but New York, London is like 5,600 kilometers. So you can even maybe do Washington DC, London, but you cannot do like New York, like Copenhagen or Stockholm. You cannot do like this. There's a lot of places. You just need this just like 1,500 kilometers more. That you can cover most part of the whole Europe. If this have range 8,000 kilometers, you can fly like everywhere in the European Union, from like New York, Washington, Atlanta. You can do like Atlanta, Paris, Atlanta, New York, Rome in Italy. You can do stuff like this. You cannot, this one can barely fly the Atlantic Ocean. You can do New York, London. You can maybe do that, but I think they're not using this aircraft for transatlantic flight. They use it some longer flight. They not use it to cross the Atlantic, this one. So they need something like this. So that's aircraft going to looking for. The XLR will be next year. Extra long range. That's the same number of seats of the old Boeing 757, but 250, and I think it's a narrow body, but I have not read it. I think it's a narrow body, like rows. Extra long performance. Yes, you can see the London. You can cover most part of the United States, all the way London Heathrow. You can do like Kenya, Nairobi, Dar es Salaam. You can do Venezuela, Caracas. You can do Caracas in Venezuela. You can do some part of the small part of the Caribbean, like maybe Havana, Cuba. Florida, like Miami, that's London, Miami, that's only 7,200, I think, about there. But this is a game, this is not real life. I cannot compare my flight planes real life there, but this is a game. I don't know, this is yes, like London Heathrow, Miami should be around 7,200 kilometers, and Tampa is other side of, so Tampa is maybe 7,400. You can do, but this is a computer game. This is not real. So they're needing. Airbus need to have an aircraft between the longer range than the Boeing narrow body, longer range, the 737, and the smaller than the Dreamliner, the 787. But Airbus got this. Airbus have it. And New York range, you can cover most part of the Europe and Eastern Europe. You can do and the eastern part of Africa, and you can even go down in the large part. I don't know if I don't think that's south to Rio de Janeiro, but large part of South America, the whole United States. the whole European Union, Eastern Europe, and part of Africa. Delhi, you can fly London Heathrow. Even you can fly to the eastern part of Australia, large part of Africa like Nairobi, Dar es Salaam, Congo. Sydney, you cannot do much. You can fly maybe Singapore, Sydney, Singapore maybe. Singapore's down there. You can do Sydney, Tokyo maybe. Sydney, Manila. But you cannot do Sydney, Delhi. You cannot do that. You can maybe do Sydney, Hawaii. You can maybe do that. So this will be a very strong aircraft, this one. I need that in my game. But let's go back to the... So they make a stretches version, the Boeing 757. They have it here, but this is this airline sim. I don't know if this numbers feeding for real. They have this stretches version, the Boeing 757s. So, but this is I think some numbers fits. Actually, I like to leasing more of this. But that's nothing. No, actually we got one on auction there in the game, but I don't have the money because I need to pay. It's Monday today. I need to pay my leasing, my airline company on Friday. Now Friday, 1.6 million I need to pay. So I'm just leasing tonight. Tonight I was leasing an old. Actually, that's the wrong one. I thought it was a Boeing 737. This is an old 727. It's not a 727. It's a 27. It's a 27. It's not a 37. So I did that because it's a mistake. I was so sleepy. I should have leasing this, but it don't have. Yes, this can do a cargo version, but in this computer game, it have noise states. You cannot do that. So actually, that's the wrong aircraft. I did leasing, but there's no on auction in the game. So I think about leasing this for fun. So actually that's the wrong aircraft. Because I was sleepy, I did leasing the 727 with a short range. But I made a small mini hub, small cargo hub on the Cayman Islands to like Nicaragua, Cancun, Havana, Dominican Republic. So, but this is a computer game. It's still transfer. Actually got the first flight there, Cayman Islands, Havana, but that I'll be losing a lot of money. This maybe I have to cancel 13,000. So I cannot. If I fly this empty, I will lose 10,000 every flight. I cannot do that. So we got the first flight there. So but I think some of the numbers is feeding. The normal Boeing 757 have 7,200 and the winglets have a longer range. Actually we got a normal, this one on auction, but I need the money. I need to saving money. I would like to bid. That's 1 million you're bidding here, place bids, but I don't have the money. I have 200,000, but I need to pay 1.6 million. But this completely, this is a game. Now I have some 4 new flights. I have 2 new Boeing 767 start flying tomorrow. So I made that flight plane. So I have full, so it start 11, today is 10/7, 10 July, tomorrow is 11, so it start to fly, I have a full booking, London, Lagos. But let's get back, the other Boeing 767 fly London, Cancun, I have a full load. But we can see the rate. I think London Cancun is like 8,000 kilometers. If I look my flight plane, but this can go like 8,900. I think that can go like about the same range. This one. So. Yes, London, Cancun is like 8,000 kilometers. 8,000 kilometers. I think this aircraft can do it. And actually, this one, the Boeing 757, can do these things, but only in the game, not in real world. It can do it in this game. And London, Los Angeles is like 8,000. I think I got London, Los Angeles. Yes, London, Los Angeles is about 8,800 kilometers. I don't know, that's close. This one can do that. I think 8,000, 4,700 nautical miles. That's really long. That's close to like 8,000 kilometers. But this is a computer game. Yes. So they still use this, and now I need something to drink. I think we will have some rain later. I should maybe finish this video, then go take a walk, because I have pain in my back. It's not raining yet, I think. No, it's not raining yet. Take a walk and get some more colas, cheap cola. So this is why the big airlines are still using this Boeing 757, even it's more than 20 years old, because the range is super good. That's 7,000 or 7,500. They don't have other old airlines can do like 7,000 or 7,500. The smaller Boeing 737 cannot do that. So, but Airbus will have it. But they can do some kind of long-range version of the Boeing 737 MAX. They can do long range. They can do some kind of long range new Boeing 737 MAX. I don't know what you call it. MAX 10 LR, extra long range. Some upgraded engines. New design of wings. About 220 seats. And more more Kevlar, get the weight down, and then the number of fuel up, and then I can maybe do this 4,000 nautical mile or 7,000 kilometers. Because if you can fly 7,500 kilometers, you really have a good range, like the whole east coast of the United States to most part of Europe. So you can do New York City, Washington DC, most part of Europe. But the video splits in 2 minutes, 4 minutes. I think we should keep the video in 2 parts. So that's the winglets. They make some winglets. They give an even longer range. The winglets version give like 400 kilometers more. And then as the design is narrow, and then the cockpit and the cabin, I think cabin is maybe the same of the Boeing 737, 3 seats and place to walk. Yes, of course I forgot that, the photos we can watch, that's the cockpit. Oh, but this cockpit is like 20-30 years old. But you can use it in the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Yes, they made a winglets version, so even longer. So actually I still need a narrow body airline like this today. Boeing, they don't have it. They only have the Boeing 737 and the larger Dreamliner 787. They need a smaller one, can do like 8,000 kilometers. Between 7 or 8,000 kilometers. Like the one there. This super long way. This will be a super popular aircraft, but that's very expensive. New aircraft cost a lot of money. But let's spend. That's the last one. That's the last Boeing 757s, and they're still flying. So Condor. You can still see it in the airports, they use it. This is an old Boeing 727s. I have to read about it. And they're using a lot more fuel. So they still, and they will keep use it in the future. They will use it to cargo versions, like this one, a cargo version. And that's one version. Nepal got a special version, half AM version, half cargo and half passengers. They still have it, but that's the only version left. And now I will stop the video because I've been talking 40 minutes. So I will take a walk before it starts raining, and then I will make a video in Danish, my language. So actually I'll just get dressed. I will get dressed and then I will walk. I will upload later when I get back.